Hello everyone, welcome to my photo essay about Amazigh cultural tours in Morocco. It is one of the most amazing things to have an opportunity to visit Morocco. This country is one of the most welcoming, interesting, visually exciting places in the world. These tours are organized by Amazigh Cultural Tours, and the masterminds and the people who make it all work are Abdul and Rita. I thought I'd start out by sharing some images of the accommodations that we had while traveling. As you can see, they are gorgeous, and many of the buildings have been rehabbed. So not only do you get to experience traditional architecture and ambiance, but you get really nice hot showers and nice cotton linen or linen sheets. And the food, I cannot say enough about how amazing Moroccan cuisine is. It's fun to look at and smell and taste, and the places where we ate were all delicious and could accommodate many different types of diets, actually. We spent a lot of time in the cities. We started in Marrakesh, and we went to Fez and Chefchaouen and Rabat, and in every city we had a guide who was a local, and they shared with us their expertise. So that gave us an opportunity to learn a lot about what's happening in the cities and how to shop and navigate this country where shopping is pretty intense and amazing, and just a sensory overload sometimes, but totally worth it. After and in between the cities, we also visited many artisans, from weavers to handcraft to pottery to tiles, and in each of these opportunities, leather workers, we not only got to see the textiles and see the leather work, but we got to meet the people. Abdul and Rita have spent well over a decade cultivating relationships with the people who make the beautiful artwork that Morocco is known for. And this just added such a layer of deep meaning to the trip, in that we weren't just seeing and buying, we were engaging, we were having tea, we were communicating about the work that they do, and it was super meaningful and fun, and just there was nothing else like it, really. One of my favorite, the potter, this is a potter here, and this is his home studio. Also loved let's see what's coming up next here, the tile work, which to me is mind-boggling. The patterning that goes into making tiles and putting them into the patterning that they exist in it was really cool to get to see how people did that. Throughout the tour, I was collecting images of pattern and repetition for future use in quilts. So it was a side project that I encouraged everyone else in the group to also participate in, to look for the colors and the patterns, and they're not the same as they are in other places of the world, and it was really exciting to capture those and to think about how I might use them in future artwork. When we weren't busy exploring, we had some downtime in the afternoons, and we used that to do a hand project, and that's what these photos are of. The hand project's optional, but super meaningful to sort of capture your experience in a handwork project that you can take home. I'm going to end this video by sharing with you 3 highlights from the trip, and one of those highlights was visiting an oasis. And while we were at the oasis, we got to experience that, which is kind of crazy, this small village, and many of the people are farmers. Abdul had permission to share with us the farming methods they used and some of the products that they grow, and it was was just amazing to see this lush green environment in the middle of a desert and how the people there live, and it's really quite beautiful. And of course our accommodations were very nice to retreat to. After that we headed to the Sierra, and that is like nothing else in the world, really. The way the sand can sort of absorb the light, and the way that it messes with depth perception, it's just so crazy. We had an opportunity to hear some really good music and eat some really good food while we were in the Sierra. And then one of my favorites was to visit the city of Chefchaouen, which is the Blue City. And I don't know if it was because it was the end of our trip and we just we just knew what we were doing, we had more confidence, or if it was the size of the city. It was so much fun, and we all really loved Chefchaouen. And of course it's beautiful because it's blue, and that is just kind of magical. We had a great dinner there, and well, you can just see all of us and how we are enjoying our time in Chefchaouen and our time together. I hope that you will think about taking a tour with Amazigh Cultural Tours.